Hey guys, it's Kika, your lifestyle blogger, and welcome to my next renovation video. In this video, we're going to talk about finishing the upstairs portion of my home. But before we do, I want to remind you of what this area looked like before we got started. Keep watching. Do you guys remember that horrific fire that happened in my house back on December 16th, 2025? Well, this is a look at the upstairs where the fire actually started. And this video is going to show you how we changed things and turned this all the way around. With the use of my sons and a few contractors, we really made a difference. Watch and see. And welcome to another episode of renovating the upstairs of my house. So I'm standing in the upper room of the home where the fire started. And this is the last area that we need to complete. You've seen the bathroom video, so now we're completing this area. So a couple things about this area. I painted it. However, there were some imperfections still in the walls that I just do not like. I don't know if you can see those imperfections behind me, but those are things that I just don't like because it just did not give the home the look that I'm looking for. So what I did is I ordered wallpaper. And I know I said I was going to stay away from wallpaper and I was just going to do the black and white wallpaper in here. So what I did is I went for more of a neutral color, something with a little busyness of a pattern to hide the imperfections. And we're going to put that on the walls up here. Now, I ordered 3 rolls to begin with. I'm still waiting for 1 roll to come. But last night I used 2 of the rolls and I was able to get a portion of it done. So I did all of this area and over the stairwell. Now, this wallpaper is a little different from the black and white peel and stick wallpaper. It's peel and stick also, but it's very paper thin. So what I'm finding that's happening is I'm getting some imperfections as it relates to like bubbles and lines and things like that, as you can see, these things. However, because the wall is so busy, it doesn't look bad once you smooth the bubbles out. It really doesn't look too bad, and I'm okay with that. So that is what I have to do now to a big portion of this wall. I was doing it last night, but I'm still seeing some imperfections in some areas, especially the areas that already had the imperfections. That's where the bubble is getting kind of behind the wallpaper, and I have to continue, smooth it out. But the good thing is, let's just get the wallpaper up. We'll smooth it out. That's just a minor thorn in my side. The biggest thing is getting the wallpaper up. But let me show you what I mean. So as you can see, there's some bubbles here. So then all you got to do is just work it out. And then it goes away. But the thing is finding those bubbles and imperfections. When you look back at the wallpaper, you know, if it's not laying flat, you're going to get those bubbles and imperfections. So I need to figure out a tool that I can use beside my hand to get this out. And then it will be a much easier process. Behind me, you're looking at the AI painting of me and my 4 children. So what I did is I took the best photos that I really liked of my children and myself, and I uploaded it to the Chat GPT, and I asked the Chat GPT to create a beautiful painting of me and my children, me sitting down in a chair and my children behind me from oldest to youngest. So I have my 2 oldest on this side, and this is supposed to be my oldest Jonathan and then my oldest Janaea. So Jonathan was born first, then Janaea. And then on this side, outer is Leroy. He's my 3rd born, and my youngest Fred. And then that's me with gray hair, of course. If I let my hair grow in, it will look just like that, but we're not letting it grow in today. But for purposes of my home and a picture hanging here, this is perfect. So as you're coming up the stairs into this area where the fire had started, you see this picture hanging on the wall, and then you are able to walk into this area. This is the ladder that was hanging above my dining room that I had. I'm going to repurpose that, and I'm actually going to paint it black because I think it'll look better with these color walls. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that black. And then we're able to hang some blankets there. And then this is the bathroom that we worked on, and it's all finished. And then I have a little office nook here that I got to fix up. My curtain fell. I have a beautiful curtain that I'm going to hang there. And then this entire area is the living room area. My son had an older TV up here, so I decided to keep that. You know, it's just the loft, so it's fine. We have an Alexa up here. And we have the kids' dollhouse sitting here. And then we got a seating area. And then I put the popcorn machine up here. So I'm going to get a few more things in this area to make it a little more cozy. These are pictures that I got from my husband's mom, or I should say my husband-to-be, his mom, had these. And these were actually where I painted them. I painted this black because these were actually a different color, but I really wanted to use them again in this space because it just color coordinates. It works nicely. So I'm going to put one on that wall, and then I'm going to put one over here on that wall once I get the wallpaper up. So there's a few things that I got to do to perfect this area so that I feel comfortable and it feels like an actual another space. But this is kind of like what I would call an ensuite. Even though there is a loft area, we also have the bedroom that I'm going to be working on, putting beds and getting it all ready for my guests. So this is their area, their quarters that they'll have up here. And of course I use it because I love myself a clawfoot bath. But this is when my guests come to visit me, this is the area that they will have. So keep watching. I have some more video footage for you, and we're going to talk more in detail on how I'm turning this space around. Keep watching. All right, y'all, so I'm wallpapering. I just want to say, wallpapering is hell. Oh my gosh, I am sweating. But anyway, I'm managing to get the most difficult wall done. There's still some imperfections. You see that? It's just kind of part of the wallpaper. I can't tell wallpaper imperfection, but anyway, I'm getting it done. I got this whole area done on the ceiling. It looks good. I still have to smooth things out when I'm done, but I just need to finish. No, there's a corner over here where things are just kind of really bad. So I'm gonna get that. And then I'm just going to continue to move into this area and get this done. But for the most part, I'm seeing some things that I have to fix up here. But for the most part, we're getting it done. So keep watching. Hey y'all, it's Kika, your lifestyle blogger. Finally, I got most of the wallpaper all done. Now I did run out, so I wasn't able to finish like all the way behind the TV area and then all the way behind the couch area. As you can see, I ran out. But I'm going to order one more roll of wallpaper and then that should do it. What I decided to do, because I didn't do this wall, I decided to make that wall black because I think that's going to look better with this black and gold picture that I'm going to hang on each side. So that'll just give it a little bit of vibrance. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to paint that wall black. I was skeptical on doing that because the fire happened up here. But because we're decorating with like black and cream, you know, that kind of color, I really think that it will be okay to go ahead and paint this wall black. And besides, black does hide imperfections well. So I'm going to go ahead and prep this wall. And then I am going to go on and just start painting it. So that part's done. And then when my wallpaper comes this week, I can just finish behind the couch areas. And I have a little bit more trim that I am going to finish putting in the areas where you can see. And this is the trim. It's actually a foam type trim and it's sticky. So that's what I did in this area. I put the trim up and I'm going to perfect it off in areas where you can kind of still see a little bit of the openings or where the seams meet. I can do that when I paint this wall black. I can just go over it with black. And I also did my downstairs area. I finished that off with trim as well. I'm going to look in the bathroom because I ordered some white trim like this, and I'm going to put that around in the bathroom because the bathroom has a black and white theme going on, and I think the white is going to look really, really nice in the bathroom. So we're going to change it up a little bit as far as this trim for the bathroom, but I think it's going to give it a really, really, really nice detail. So keep watching. More video footage coming up. I am sitting in the upstairs of my home and we finally finished. And I'm so excited to show you. So I'm going to walk around and just kind of show you what we did. So I wallpapered this area. Actually, I'm not finished. There's still behind the TV and over there some areas that has to be done. I did decide to paint this wall black just because there was a lot of imperfections on it, and I think this gives it a little bit of a better look, and it kind of offsets everything else that I have going on. But wallpapering this area, I figured out, was much better because the paint just did not work. And so we did the next best thing. And I absolutely love the way everything turned out. So this is the upstairs loft area. We have a bedroom to the far area that I'm still working on. Gonna finish that up tonight. But so far, this is what we have. And I'm so excited. Okay guys, I want to talk to you about these wall sconces that I purchased from Amazon. These are called the Sync Glow battery operated wall sconces. They come in a 2-pack. They come with a remote that turns the lights off and on. They come in the colors black or gold. Now the size of these are 31.5 inches and I paid $62.99. Enjoyed that video, just kind of showing you all the details of everything that I am doing upstairs. We still have another video to go, so if you're not a subscriber to my channel, make sure you do so by hitting that subscribe button. That way you get notification every time I upload a new video. In the next video, what we're gonna see is updating the upper bedroom right off the loft. Thanks for watching, everybody.